The new year brings new possibilities. And to celebrate the new year, a bunch of the server members met up and witnessed a beautiful fireworks show provided by Team Obsidian. But I don't know much about this secret organization. I have a feeling they're up to no good, and we might have to do something about that. It was just a beautiful fireworks special. Minnie made the fireworks, and Bert and Callie helped provide the material. Drew and I made the park. Everyone was seated and enjoying the show when the grand finale started. The magic lever was switched and a giant purple O appeared for the Team Obsidian emblem. Now, who is this Team Obsidian and what are they up to? I'm not 100% sure. Team Obsidian seemed to have started in Season 1 of BattleCraft before my time of joining the server. And now they've continued here on to Season 2. And I don't know really what they have planned, but their outfits kind of look like Team Rocket outfits, and if that tracks, then they are up to no good. In fact, I think the members are Vert, Callie, and Minnie here. I don't know if they've got anyone else in store, but if you look here, I heard you want this shiny, let's deal, Vert. He's blackmailing Thomas for his shiny, and that is not nice, dude. If that's a sign of things to come, then we might have to get involved. I don't want to start my own organization quite yet. I feel like that might just escalate things. But I think that setting up some security cameras around here might be a good way to keep an eye on things. There we go, I've got some security drones in place, and they just look like little street lamps. I bet no one will even notice that we've got one on all the corners to Team Obsidian's hideouts, so we can track exactly what's going on here. I don't trust these guys. They're up to something. But I don't have a way to test them yet, because I don't have them hooked up to anything. I've got the signal, you can see I've got the wireless signal going out right there, but I don't have it going to anything, so we're gonna have to work on a lair, because everyone's cool's got a lair. But before we build that lair, I've been waiting for quite a while to get my hands on an upgraded Tom Simple storage. Once we take out a wither, we'll be able to set up a beacon, which will allow us to access with the remote terminal, which isn't much different than carrying around like almost every item in the game in my backpacks, maybe just a little bit easier. So that's what we're gonna shoot for today. And to battle this thing, I'm gonna go underground. Deep underground, because I don't want to make a mess of our beautiful town here. So let's head underground. Whee! And down here, we should be able to fight the wither and hopefully not make a mess of things. There's a few potions I want. Swiftness, night vision, fire resistance. This is just in case we run into a thing of lava. And strength, of course. What are we going to do without that? We've got infinity on the bow, so we don't have to worry about that. We've got all of the potion effects we need. So let's fight the wither boss on the Cobblemon server. And this is the first wither I've ever fought in Cobblemon, and definitely the first I've ever fought on the BattleCraft SMP. Oh, let's take a step back. He's gonna explode. Here he goes. There he is. He's not firing? Oh. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Get back here. Oh, I'm withered. Oh no, I'm withered. Get back here, dude. Oh, I'm running out of hearts. Come on, backpack, feed. Oh, 3 hearts. Oh, we got it. Backpack, feed me. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. That was close, but now I've got the Nether Star, and all of my evil plans can begin. Not really. I just need this for storage. Well, I've spent the last few hours now moving all of my items from over here, that was in this little storage area back here, to my new wireless terminal, and I had to test it out a few times to get it in the right spot, but I've now got it in the right spot over here in what is the spawn chunks. They've limited the spawn chunks in the newer versions just to make servers run a little bit more smooth, and it does help, of course. Now what I've got is a beacon over here, and this beacon is powering all of my wireless terminal nonsense. So I can now access this storage. I've got it on a hotkey, and I'm wearing it in my belt slot because of my, let's see, yeah, the advanced wireless terminal. I've got it on the tilde key, so I can hit this and access my items anywhere, which means my inventory is no longer going to be as cluttered with backpack nonsense. And you can get a little sneak peek of how I did it below. Use some emerald blocks and some iron blocks to power up the beacon. This thing is accessible now in all dimensions, and then just decorated this top part up here. But for now, that's another thing off the list, and now that we've got our technology set up with our beacon and our storage, it's time to set up a technologically advanced lair to connect all these little cameras to. But where does one put a lair? It can't go out in the open because then someone might find it. Can't go in my villager trading hall because I can't be having these guys knowing too much information. And it shouldn't go out in my amphitheater because, well, there's gonna be plays here and I don't want anyone to get too close to the action. But I think for today, building a cliff for a cliffside lair will be a great first start. And I've got some other building and stuff I gotta do around here. So let's get going. So the cliff construction began. I wanted to put a special building on here, and this was a cliff derived directly from the anime. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in the next episode because there's a person in the anime that has a building on top of a cliff and somewhat of a lair underneath, and I'm definitely pulling some inspiration from that. Using deep slate, tough cobblestone, and stone, with a little bit of dirt on top, I constructed an artificial cliff. I had to remove these little islands down beneath between the land and Bryony's boat, but we're gonna add some beaches back into this. For now, I also added a little beach here on this western side. I also built a pumpkin and melon farm to be running while I was doing all this building. This little automatic pumpkin and melon farm is really simple, using observers to detect block updates of the stems, and then using pistons to break the pumpkins and melons, sending them down into the Tom Simple storage underneath, where I can trade with villagers. A few days later, I have a beautiful custom cliff. It's not entirely done yet, but this is a great start where we have plenty of space underneath for a secret lair. But that's enough building for one episode. This takes a lot of time, so if you enjoyed, make sure you subscribe. Let's hop to doing something a little bit different, focusing on some Cobblemon stuff, because if I'm going to be keeping surveillance, I need a surveillance crew. Oh my gosh, guys, my hands are tired from building. What you just saw was days, and I mean days worth of building. And it's worth it because it's gonna equal something really, really cool, and I don't want to leave you guys on a cliffhanger, but we're gonna have to quit for there. And today, I wanted to catch some Cobblemon that can help us in our surveillance needs. Yes, we need some surveillance-y Pokemon, and I actually just happened to see one over here that was used as a surveillance Pokemon in the anime. Voltorb. And we've got a bunch of different Pokeballs that we could be using. I usually just go with the Ultra Balls, but let's actually try something a little bit different today. So the Safari Balls increase the catch rate outside of battle, and they're not that expensive to make, so let's go ahead and make a stack of these, and let's see if we can't catch this Voltorb, and he's going to be our surveillance drone number 1, and we're going to try to catch some other Pokemon that may help us with some surveillance quite soon. There we go, 1 Voltorb, and I already have a bunch of Quilava, I think, but I'm sure other people are going to want starters, and I'm going to be trading at some point, so we'll go and catch this guy too. Very nice, very nice. Oh, that fire animation. Just a quick evolution on this guy, and see if he can evolve from a Quilava to Typhlosion. This is the 2nd generation of starters, and the pure fire type. Ooh, there we go. Oh, what a great animation. Fire on the back, Typhlosion. Really cool. Anyway, let's head into town, and I'm going to keep my eyes out for a few more Pokemon that I think would help me with some surveillance along the way. Look at this amazing build down here by Chespy. And yes, he's got a pasture block with a few Pokemon on the map, including that Squirtle there and the Gyarados. Great building, and I took a look at that on one of my live streams. If you are not familiar with them, then I highly recommend you check them out and try to catch one. I tried to stream once a week recently, and by streaming, I do a lot of cool stuff. We work on little side projects. You may even get a sneak peek on an upcoming episode. So if you're interested, make sure you check those out. I guess you guys could be security guards around here, but I was hoping that I could eventually break their crossbows and just have them be passive. But I AFK'd one day here for like 20 minutes and they never broke their crossbows. So maybe they just have infinite crossbows. I don't know, actually. The spawn town is really come together. You can see the little lamps that I posted last time, and there's some new ones, very quaint ones. I think Peeporp put these in, and they look great. The Wigglytuff Guild seems to be up. Not quite operational, but it's definitely up. We got Peeporp's drums, his bass drum, or starter bass drum, as he likes to call it. Then over here, we've got the pond, now filled with all the pattern Magikarp from the last episode. Looks great. I need a few of these pattern bad boys myself. And we've got a few new builds coming in here. This first one is one by Arrington. He's a YouTuber. Stop by on the server. He plays a lot with Peeporp and Lip over on channel 64. And I wanted to showcase this place. Mama's Moodles. He's got a milk tank back here. I think he's supposed to have some stuff for sale. But he's got a nice little stall here. Look at the detail of like the chains coming down to the potted plants and stuff. Really embracing the modded blocks, and I knew he was kind of worried about that because he's a vanilla builder, but hey, he did a great job, Arrington, picking up on these modded blocks and putting them to good use. And then next to that is, of course, the Pokemon Center. Now, I think this is an Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber, and if I hit this button, it will send Callie from wherever she is on the server over here. But that is a little chaotic, so I'm not going to do that. But we finally got a Pokemon Center here, which means we can heal up all of our Pokemon when they get weak from battling. And she did a great job with this. Great palette and a lot of respect for the initial designs that were in the base Pokemon games. Well, let's head into an area where we haven't been today, and I think that is going to be a savanna biome. Although I went to a savanna biome in a live stream recently, I want to head back over there and look for some more Pokemon that can help us keep surveillance in this area to see what Team Obsidian is up to. With that Voltorb, I have 234 Pokemon in my Pokedex, but as you can see here, there's still a lot more that I don't have. So we're going to be spending one day soon just really honing in, focusing on that Pokedex, and we're going to try to knock it out over the series of a few episodes. Let's head to that savanna biome and look for some Pokemon that can help me keep an extra eye out. Who is this? It's a wild mini. I did not expect to find you out here, my man. Ooh, he's looking for the shiny carp. You never know what you're going to see here on the server. Ooh, a Pokemon I haven't gotten yet. Wild Lapras. Let's see if we can't catch it. I'm not sure if the Safari Ball is the way to go. It does increase outside of battle, but I think the Lapras catch rate is not exactly high. We might have to actually battle this one. If we put it to sleep, we might have a better shot. Oh, the critical catch. And another one added to the dex. Oh, I don't have a Clawitzer yet. Well, let's see if we can't catch it in the same manner. Oh, I don't even need the dive balls. We got it in the Safari Ball with Sleepy Frog. Do you guys remember Sleepy Frog from my Pokemon Salt and Shadow Let's Play? Oh my gosh, the Hypnosis Pokeball combo is just a nasty combo, you know? Well, I'm in a biome that I don't travel around in very often, which is a forest biome, which means there's a bunch of Pokemon that are in here I haven't caught. So let's go ahead and catch a few. Ooh, this is one I don't have. Fumantis. Grass type. We're in the flower forest now, so we get a bunch of really cool spawns here. Critical capture. Fumantis. Oh, wait, is this a Pichu? Pichu is so cute. It's a little baby Pichu. I don't think I have a Pichu. I don't have one of you either. Badoo, the baby Pokemon, form of Roselia. And I had to use a Badoo Roselia in one of my Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke, and ever since then, I've been a fan of Badoo. Very cute. Oh, there he is. Look at this little guy. Oh, little Pichu. Let's catch it. All right, you're going to sleep, bud. It sleeps with its eyes open. Oh my gosh. All right. That took way too long, but we got another one down. Do I even have one of you yet? Ladybug. I don't believe so. There we go. Ladybug's been caught. And there's a unique pattern pavilion down here. There's a bunch of different variations, but this is a variation I don't believe I have. Very beautiful. Not going to catch it today. Just wanted to point that out. And over here is the Savannah biome that I wanted to head to see if we could find any unique Pokemon that I haven't seen or caught yet. Oh, pineapple berries. Let's pick these up while we're here. We're going to be doing berry things very soon. Very soon. Very soon. I'm so sorry. New one here, Spearow. These safari balls are perfect for this. I feel like I'm in a safari zone out here in the Savannah biome. And we have in this mod pack, by the way, the cork trees. You can see them here. Really, really nice leaf blocks. One of my favorites. And of course, the wood's totally fine too. A little bit darker kind of acacia-esque wood. So if you're playing along, make sure you pick up a few of these saplings. Ooh, nice. Spearow, and another one here. I don't think I have. A Doduo. There we go. 2 heads. 2 heads are better than 1, I guess, right? Oh, now that's a good sleeping animation. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Doduo. And some Persimberries. Gonna pick these up too. Ooh, a Fanfy? Do I have a Fanfy yet? Very cute little elephant. A Pokemon that Ash hatched out of an egg in the Pokemon Johto series. And I've been a fan of this thing ever since. Alright, Sleepy Frog, do your thing. Oh, look at that. He's sleeping on his belly. There we go. Fanfy added to the decks. Yep, Rhyhorn. But this is a variation. A different variation. Maybe I don't have the male or female. Now there's a Pokemon I don't have either. This looks like a Swoobat. Ooh, yeah, level 43. Luckily, our Sleepy Frog is pretty strong, so we should be okay here. There we go! Swoobat. Oh my gosh, look at this little marsupial, a Komala. I don't even know if I can put you to sleep. You already look like you're sleeping, my man. Are you sleeping on the job? I actually think that most of these have an ability where I actually cannot put them to sleep. They're like in a permanent state of sleep. Let's try it. Yes, it's immune. I knew it. Oh no, it knocked itself out from Woodhammer. Dang it. Well, we'll get another shot. I don't have a Miltank yet? There's always Miltanks by my house, and I don't have one yet. Ooh, this is the evolution of Fanfy. Donphan. Don't have this one yet either. I have the advantage being the flying type here, so let's see if we can't use that to our advantage and catch this thing, add it to our decks today. I'm just seeing so many Pokemon I haven't caught yet. Oh, this is so much fun. I'm going to make a few of these fast balls, increase the odds based on how fast the Pokemon is, and then we'll make a few more Ultra Balls, which are just a flat 2% multiplier that I think will help us out. And I threw a Dive Ball. That was not intentional. There we go, Donphan. And this is one of the Pokemon that I thought, it might be able to help us keep an eye out. Watch out, look at those peepers. Oh yeah, it's going to help us keep an eye out. Hey, there we go. Watchog added to the decks. There we go. Miltank. And there's another Pokemon over here that I really like. 2 of them actually. Kangaskhan. Really, really cool. Another kind of marsupial, I guess. It raises its young in a pouch. It's quite strong, but let's see if we can't catch it. Kangaskhan, of course, gets a Mega Evolution, too. So once they add Mega Evolutions to the game, we'll be able to Mega Evolve this bad boy. There we go. We caught 2 for 1, a Kangaskhan and a baby Kangaskhan, all in one throw. You know what's better than 2 heads? 3 heads. There we go. Dodrio added to the decks. I came here for a specific Pokemon, though, and I have not seen it yet, so I'm going to keep my eyes peeled. Aha! I see what I have come for. And is this little guy here a Shinx? Now, Shinx, with those eyes, those bright eyes, they are able to see through walls with their X-ray-like vision, especially their evolutions, Luxio and Luxray. So I'm going to try to pick up one of these bad boys to keep an eye on Team Obsidian and all of their buildings. Yeah, we got another one. Another safari-only spawn, I believe. Look at this, a Girafarig. And I don't have one of these yet either. So which one is doing the leading, the tail or the head? Who knows? There we go, Girafarig has been caught, and that is 250 Pokemon. in my national dex, and that makes me pretty excited because that means we are a good chunk of the way done to catching all of the Pokemon that are available in the game. But we're going to call it a day here in the Safari biome, and I'm going to head back, grab those 3 surveillance Pokemon, and set them up in Spawn Town so we can keep an eye out for what Team Obsidian has up their sleeves. While I'm here between everyone's, all of Team Obsidian's bases, and I think it's time we put out the security crew. We've got 4 Pokemon here. We got Steve the Voltorb. Okay, by the way, these names are just random. Guys, if you got good names for my 4 security, it's genderless, 2 males and a female. If you got some good names for these guys, let me know. Right now, we're just going with Steve. We're going with John the Growlithe, because Growlithe was always a police Pokemon in the anime. We got Luxio, another kind of police Pokemon that can use those peepers to look through walls. And then, of course, it's in the name. I mean, come on, Wanda, the Watchhog? Yeah, I think that these 4 are going to help us keep an eye on the place. Oh, that could be a problem, though. Take 2! Aha! Excellent. Oh, they're watching already. They're angry. All right, guys, you sit here and you keep an eye out. All right, guys, you sit here, you keep an eye out. There you go. That's what I'm talking about, Wanda. Steve, you're doing great, bud. Ah, man, I love Steve. Look at him go. Keep an eye on this crew over here. This Team Obsidian, I don't know what they're up to, but these guys will get to the bottom of it. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Another chapter has come to a close, but we've got some exciting things coming in the not-too-distant future, so make sure you like and subscribe so that you can make sure you don't miss a video. And hit that little bell button. You'll get notified every time I upload a video here or go live. See you guys in the next one.